Good morning to all. Today, let us see about your embedded topics. Myself, Hemlata from the Department of EEE, Nanda College of Technology. Today, here, let us see the inter-integrated circuits. This is the one of the topic in embedded systems. And this inter-integrated circuit is simply called as a I2C bus. So in your communication parts, that is in a transmission and receiving part, I2C bus is a most popularly bus which is used to communicate via the transmission and distribution parts. Here basic communication is divided into two types, that is your unidirectional device and bidirectional devices. This I2C is developed by your Philips company, that is a semiconductor company, and this is classified into three standards, which is for 100 kbps and 100 kbps to some I2C and 400 kbps. This is the speed of your I2C bus, and which have two lines. I2C bus having two lines. One is a data line, and one other one is a uh, uh, that is bus lines, that is which carries the signals from one line for the clock, that is one is a data lines, another one is a clock lines, and one is for bidirectional data, which is unidirectional, one is for that is transmission part, and for bidirectional devices which is carry the transmission and receiving parts. So I2C is some specific field which is always a bidirectional devices, and each field have some specific number of bits and sequences and time intervals between them. So here we have to consider the master and slave concepts. That is, a master is one master and slave is number of branches. The slaves are controlled by your master scheme. That master is simply called as a I2C. That is, I2C is using some master concept. The master is a source device, one that transmits the clock pulses for synchronization at the designation. That is a final end part. The master has a processing element which functions as a bus controller or microcontroller, which is interfacing with your I2C, and the data is transfer in some places. The master can addresses the 127 slaves, that is 127 branches at the same time at the same instant parts, and each slave can also optically have a I2C controller as a processing unit. The I2C is connected to the two lines, that is via two lines. One is a serial data, another one is a serial clock, that is a serial data buses that is transferring, and another one is a serial clock pulses. And these are the basic block diagram of your I2C bus. This is your I2C first unit, second unit, and third unit. That is, we have to send the data via two lines. One is a serial data, another one is a serial clock pulses. It's the same time, n number of time units. That is, I2 units is connected via your single point unit. And these are the 8 bits of transmitting processors. That is from 0 to 7th bit. That is a total 8 bits. Here, first one is a start bit, and second one is a start address bit set, and next one is a execution. That is a read and write part, and another one is a acknowledgement part. And this is your data bits, and this is your final data is transmitted, and this is your acknowledgement bit. That is the last bit, and this is your stop execution bits. And here we have to consider the 7 bits, that is up to 0 to 7th bit. 0 is a starting bit, 1 is also start bit to UART, universal asynchronous receiving and transmitting parts. And second field is the address field, which is controlled by your serial data and serial clock pulses. And third one is a control unit, fourth one also, which referred as a control unit, which is for read and write for third. And fourth one is the acknowledgement signal, which is we are to receiving or not receiving, which is we have to confirm the acknowledgement signal. And fifth one is a data byte, and sixth one is a acknowledgement, that is how to negative acknowledgement or that activated or deactivated. And seventh one is a stopping the all the all the functions. And one advantage, so many advantages are in I2C bus, and specifically disadvantage of this means that is in from master, that is forward path. There is some time taken to run the process by given the algorithms, and it is interconnecting the all the ICs. These are the some of the advantages, and it is a UART, and it is a bidirectional devices, and it considers the 7 bits, that is a starting 7th bit address bit, for defining read and write and acknowledgement data, acknowledgement signal and data transfer, and we are having any negative acknowledgement or otherwise it is an ending part. And this is the I2C communication processes in embedded systems. And thank you.